again to Sue Where Why What. Today is all about packing tips. So I'm not going to go into loads of detail about everything, just some top tips that I've picked up over 25 years of travel. So what I will say is I'm not one of those people who does hand luggage only. As you can see, I'm probably a bit high maintenance, but I'm actually quite chuffed that I managed to carry 16 kilos around with me for 5 months. So here we go. My first top tip and best piece of kit that I bought last year are these packing cubes. Just search for them on Amazon and you'll find what I'm talking about. But what it basically means is it allows me to get all of this stuff into these, keeps it all really tight. So my top tip on packing clothes and what I'm taking as well is this. How do we get all of this into here? So first off, shirt. Fantastic denim shirt, goes with absolutely everything, and great for a cover up and great for a bit of extra warmth on a flight. That doesn't go in there. Fleece, again, extra warmth, and because I was in the Caribbean, it was particularly for airports and flights, but absolutely invaluable for those and a few circumstances, but I didn't use it lots. But always keep those out for flying anyway. Jeans, really handy, didn't wear them at all. But I would still take them with me and I wore them to fly in. Dress, my one piece of dressing up clothes, but really, really handy to have. And my other top tip is whenever you're packing anything, fold it and roll it. And if you do this, you will be amazed how all of this stuff fits into here. The other thing to notice about all of these clothes is that they're all actually quite dark colours. My top tip about what to take is don't take any light colours. These are an exception. I'll come back to these. And because of washing, don't take anything that's hand wash, and don't take anything that you're worried that you're going to lose. This is another great shirt. A, because people can see me in it, and B, because it's really thin, really light, and really good to wear in a hot climate, either over the top of something or underneath. You've then got a couple of strappy tops. Again, nice robust ones that don't care about losing. This is a lovely top, perfect for traveling, that I bought in Costa Rica. But it goes to a really nice going out top, but then it rolls up really tiny. A couple of going out tops with long sleeves, just in case it gets a bit cooler at night. These are my go-to pair of shorts. They're looking a lot more ragged than they were when I first left. But denim shorts go with absolutely anything, and probably the most photographed pair of shorts in the world. I also like these because they're different, but the important thing is they're really light. So I can get really hot in a hot climate. So when I'm wearing shorts, then I need them that are light. And these were another genius buy from Costa Rica. Really thin, so they can double up as sports shorts. Doesn't matter if I get them wet, because I did a lot of sailing in them. So that's most of it. Nearly there. Then these are my favourite go-to trousers. I think you always need a pair of trousers that are really light for the heat, but cover you up, because when I went away I didn't actually know where I was going to end up. So in terms of being able to go somewhere and know that you can cover up if you need to because of mosquitoes or because of cultural reasons, these are brilliant. These are also my go-to trousers. They were perfect for flying, because you always want long trousers for flying. But also, whenever you needed them for, I wore them for trekking, for horse riding, for zip lining, anything that you need to make sure you've got a long pair of trousers. These are great because they're thinner and more comfortable than jeans. And there you have it. All of that pile of clothes into one small compact area. Everything really easy to see. And because it's all rolled, it A, takes up less space, and B, miraculously doesn't seem to crease. So this is my second packing cube, and what I use this one for is for all of the other stuff. So for example, something to cover up with on the beach, and we do exactly the same thing, which is curl it, fold it, roll it. This is really useful. This is a thermal top, takes up no space, but is really good in case for A, when you get home, and also B, if you're ever in a cold area, you just put that underneath anything. A couple of pairs of socks, because I did some sports stuff. I did a couple of yoga and fitness retreats while I was away, so you always need sports gear. This, essential, just a bandana. But when you're on a boat and can't have a shower for 4 days, this is brilliant to just stick in your hair. Or if you're caught in a bushfire and you don't want to inhale the smoke, also very helpful. Don't leave home without a bandana, folks. Then bikinis. I have two, of which it winds my friends up because actually none of them match anymore. But they're what actually made it through the 5 months. My bikinis go in there. And the final couple of things, pyjamas. Doesn't matter where you're going, whatever you normally like to sleep in, always take a nice pair of pyjamas, just because you never know where you're going to be staying. And I actually, for a long trip like this, I would pack 2 of those as well. But again, everything still fits in this little packing case because you can squeeze stuff in. So I'd take 2 just so that one's there for wash. And my favourite belt. Can't have the denim shorts without the belt. There we go. Same goes for underwear. You don't need to see that, but I'm not a minimalist. I'm not one of these take 3 pairs and then wash them. I go for about 10 or more. That keeps you going for a couple of weeks. Shoes, flip-flops. Can't go anywhere without flip-flops. And even on, for example, the Inca Trail, taking off your boots at the end of the day and putting on some flip-flops is heaven on earth. So what I do is I never actually pack my flip-flops because usually I want them when I get there. So they're really handy to just shove into my hand luggage. Like that. Birkenstocks. Fantastic buy. These are my comfortable go-to shoes for walking around cities, around countries, hiking without hiking boots. They've done a lot of miles, as you can probably see, and probably need a new pair. And they have been covered in dust from numerous different hikes in numerous different countries. Trainers. So for packing purposes for Caribbean, I had to take a decision on hiking boots or trainers for exercise. And because I had some fitness retreats booked, I went for trainers. And the reason why, without even realising it, they were brilliant is because they actually squeeze really small. For going out, you do need some nice comfy and nice looking sandals. And I've got these, and why I love these are because they're not actually very good quality leather. But what that means is whenever I pack them and shove them in the bottom of my bag, they spring out and look good as new afterwards. So these are my go-to, not very heavy, but actually really nice shoes to go out in the evenings. I hope you enjoyed this Sue's Bulletin, all about top tips for packing. If you knew a lot of them already, then I apologise, but they're things that I've learnt along the way that I found so useful, particularly for an extended trip. So I hope you'll come back to Sue Where Why What for the next bulletin. So I look forward to seeing you then.